do that. Hi guys, Daniel here from the Daniel Eigenman Broker Forum. Here today I've got my good friend David Humble of Stratton Finance. David is a gun asset finance broker, and we work together all the time, don't we, David?
We do.
Welcome to the show.
Cheers, Daniel.
And today what I thought we'd do is, because we are 2 months away from the end of the financial year, and as a business or an individual, is to understand that you still have time to set up a few things to make sure that your financial year finishes well. So I thought we'll talk about commercial asset finance, that is car finance, equipment finance, etc. And David, do you want to tell us a little bit about commercial asset finance, and then I have a few questions for you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's I guess a way that can benefit your business or your individual tax many ways. Normally you want to obviously finance something so you can maximize your tax benefit. You want to be able to maximize your cash flow so that you've obviously got that flow there, whether you want to invest it in something, whether it's simply to have that money in the bank, rainy day fund. You might want to use the finance for income generating assets so you can have some business growth there. Many ways. Currently, at the moment, there's actually a 20,000 instant asset write-off. So that's not including GST. So that's up to $22,000 for an individual asset.
So what does that mean for the non-finance accounting guy? What does that mean?
So basically, you can write it off your tax for the year without having to do it over the course of 3, 4, 5 years, whatever it may be.
Okay. So it's a big chunk you can deduct from your profit. Okay, cool. So it's an instant tax benefit.
Yeah.
So what? I'm a finance broker specializing in home loans. You're a broker specializing in asset finance, car finance. So how can a broker be better, or how is it better to go and see a broker than going directly to a bank with asset finance?
Two main reasons. I'd say options would be one, and obviously cost, flexibility would be the next. So your bank is obviously your bank. One lender, they might have a couple of different options, but they've only got one rate plan, one set of facilities. A broker like yourself, Daniel, like me, might have 20 different options for you. So at least you can compare, find the best deal for yourself. And you're not just locked into that one interest rate. You've got options. You can find whether you want to have
choice. It's all about choice, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
See, what I'm finding is that, I speak to a lot of different people, and some people have worked or are still working in the bank, whether they're doing asset finance or home loan finance. And what I'm finding is that they are restricted to whatever product that they sell. And really, when you look at what we do versus a bank will sell you a product. We sell you a solution. And this is why I'm passionate about what I do, and I'm sure David is the same. We offer you choice of finance, so you can find the best solution for you, not just for today, for tomorrow as well. So what, if you look at the choice, what's the best, if I'm looking at car finance, what's the best facility for me?
It does depend. I don't think there's any correct facility for anyone. It's all about what you want to do with your money and your finances and your tax benefits. I'd always recommend speaking to an accountant when it comes to anything to do with your tax. Speak to your
especially if you're in
accountant
business,
first.
making sure that you set it up right. That is, and it depends on your. It's like me when I do an investment loan, I guess. Are you doing for tax purposes? Are you doing for cash flow purposes? Are you doing for income purposes? Like you, we work out first of all what they want, and then finding them the right solution. Exactly. Again, coming back to what I said before, if you go to one lender, they'll only give one option. We give you, David and I, many different options.
Absolutely. You've got most accountants, from my experience, might recommend a chattel mortgage where you own the asset. You might have a rental facility where it's off your balance sheet. It can be an instant asset write-off as well. There's also facilities, most of your lenders, they will charge some sort of a break fee, but there are lenders out there. We've got a couple who do not charge early termination fees, and you save yourself a good chunk of interest as well. So
I guess what you're saying, David, sorry to interrupt, is the same as in my area. It's not just about rates.
No, not at all. Not at all.
It's a lot more than rates. Make sure, especially as a small business or as a business owner, that the way you structure your finance will help you achieve your goals, regardless of what they are, cash flow, tax, etc., growth. Because obviously it's important that you've got the equipment that will help you achieve your growth goals as well. Yeah. So I do small business financing as well, and I do enjoy that area because you get to deal with different people that are working on a business, growing the business, and it's really about offering the right solution to help them achieve their goals. And I really enjoy that, and that's what you do as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything else you want to add about commercial finance? And
Not really.
not
really. Other than
we've
it's
covered everything.
yeah, it's normally a pretty easy process as well. You don't always need to supply full financials. You don't necessarily need a deposit. You can sometimes get a loan as easy as supplying a driver's license and a Medicare card.
Okay, and some pre-approved for a certain amount of
Yeah, that's it.
dollars as well.
Yep, that's it. Yep.
I guess what you need to realize is that you've got the choice of either consumer finance or commercial business finance. That's the first distinction you want to make. If you're looking at finance for businesses, commercial reasons, just keep in mind your overall goal of your business, what it is that you're trying to achieve. And it's always a great idea to talk to your accountant first to make sure that you set it right. Once you know all of that, you have a good chat with David, and then make sure you find the right solution for you. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Cool. All right, guys, that's it for me today. David, thank you very much again for coming on the
worries
show.
at all.
I'm sure we'll see you again in a show in the future. Guys, if you've got any questions about asset, equipment, finance, make sure to leave a message down in a post or to contact me directly. Otherwise, David, if they want to call you direct, what's your number?
0450 963 287.
Do you want to say that again?
0450 963 287.
And that's David Humble of Stratton Finance. I'll leave the details in the message in the post anyway. So, guys, thank you very much. I will see you next time. Have a great weekend.
If I can just add one more thing
yeah,
as well, just
sure
hanging my head
and
down.
yeah, there's more.
We can actually, if you're looking at making your workplace a cleaner and greener workplace, trying to save obviously costs on your power, save the environment at the same time, we can actually get your energy assets cheaper than cash as well. So if you'd like to know, give us a call. Happy to discuss.
When you say energy asset, what do you mean?
So let's say rather than you having fluoro light bulbs on the roof, it might mean LEDs, it might mean anything that's more energy efficient than what you've currently got basically.
Okay, great. I think we might do a video on that next time because I think it's important. It's trend. It's important to save the environment, and you can help with the finance of that as well.
Definitely.
Yeah, cool. So we'll probably here it is. Next time we'll see you. We'll talk about that in more details. Guys, thank you very much. See you later. Bye.
See ya. Bye.